Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen today and we are doing our All That in a Bag of Chips series for summer, nice summer salads. And today we're doing the All That portion. This isn't from a bag of chips. This is actually from ramen, and it's our Ramen Slaw. And this is a super easy thing to put together. You put it together in no time, so it's a great thing. It makes a lot. So it's a great thing to take to a pitch-in, potluck, or a summer picnic that you have to go to and take something. So, and it's not mayonnaise based, so you don't really have to keep it, worry about it keeping it cold. So the first thing you're gonna do is we bought 2 bags of the mixed slaw, and it's the slaw that has the carrots, the red cabbage, and then the regular cabbage already mixed in it. So I've dumped it in a big bowl, and then the next thing you're going to do is you are going to add a bunch of chopped scallions or green onions. And so I've already pre-chopped those, and I'm going to add them to our slaw in the big bowl. And if you like green onion, you can certainly use more. I just chopped up one bunch like you'd get in the rubber bands at the grocery store in the produce section. So I've dumped that in, and the next thing you're going to do is you are going to add a bag. It calls for frozen peas, but I like to use the edamame, which is the soybeans, and you get those in the freezer section. And I've put them in. That's the other thing, is if you're gonna leave it out, taking it to a picnic, you can kind of put them in there partially frozen, and they're gonna keep your salad cool for a while. So I've dumped in my edamame. I'm gonna toss that a little bit before it gets too big. Then you are going to add a bag of frozen corn, just regular ground corn. I'm going to pour that whole bag in, and I've just bought the small bag of both the edamame and the corn. And I'm going to stir it up. And they were still partially frozen. I'd had them in the refrigerator, so they're still chilled very well, but not totally frozen. So the next thing you're gonna do is open up your ramen, and I put it into a Ziploc bag, and I took my meat mallet or a rolling pin or whatever you wanna use, and I just like pounded it to get it to crunch up. And I left, you can see, some chunks kind of big. And you can also lay this out on a cookie sheet and toast it a little bit, which gives it a good flavor. I did not toast it for this purpose, so I'm gonna set that aside. And what you can do, you can put it in a bowl beside your salad, or if you want them, like them a little softer, you can go ahead and add them to your salad. We're gonna add them today, and it's sort of like the chips that we added to the corn salad. We added them at the last. It's just your preference on that. Now we've got all of our ingredients in there, and I'm going to add, make the dressing. So what you need is a half a cup of oil. And what I did, I used a little over 1/4 a cup of olive oil, and I filled up the rest to make the half a cup with sesame seed oil. I love sesame oil, especially with the Oriental flavored slaw. So you're gonna have your oils, and you're going to add 1/3 a cup of rice vinegar. And this is gonna make your dressing. So I'm gonna add that to that. The next thing we're gonna do is we are going to add the seasoning packet from our ramen. I separated those and did not crunch it up with the noodles. I'm gonna add that. And this happens to be the chicken flavor. I prefer the Oriental flavor. You can take your pick. They have beef, you know, all the different flavors of ramen, and you can take your pick. I like the Oriental one, but I couldn't find it today at the store, so I just rolled with it and decided, okay, we're doing the chicken one. Chicken flavor. And that's why you don't have to put salt or pepper in there, because that's literally your seasoning for this dressing. And then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I typically don't measure when I do this, so I'm not gonna be real exact. And you can truly add whatever vegetable you want to this slaw. I like what it calls for. I like the addition of the corn. I like the edamame. I like the edamame for the added protein and fiber. And the corn kind of gives it a nice color. So you've made your dressing. Got the ingredients in there. And I'm gonna stir it to get that sugar and the sauce packet to dissolve a little bit. It has such a good aroma with that flavor pack from the ramen. And it gives you something unique to take as far as slaw that's different from what people usually show up with, you know. And again, it's not mayonnaise based, so you don't have to worry about the temp outside. Okay, one last thing you're gonna add, you can either do peanuts, roasted peanuts, or slivered almonds. And what I did is I did a half a cup of slivered almonds, and I put them in under the broiler for a little bit and toasted them. I'm gonna add that to our slaw. I'm gonna stir a little bit. Okay, so now we've got all of our dry ingredients mixed in there, including those chilled vegetables. And I'm just gonna pour the dressing over. You may wanna make this a little bit ahead of time so that this can marinate in through your veggies you've added. And I'm gonna toss and stir. And I'm gonna add some ramen noodles to the top and let you see what this looks like, and I'm gonna sample a bit. Putting it on my plate, and you can see what a nice salad that it makes. Let me grab some of these ramen noodles and give us some nice crunch in there. Again, I use 2 bags of ramen noodles and 2 seasoning packets. And stir that up a little bit. And I'm gonna taste our ramen slaw. Super good, and everything's chilled nice because of those veggies that we added. All right, so enjoy. Easy salad to throw together. No mess.